So this morning I got my hands on the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, and it's a really powerful device at its heart. That's the main thing that you get when you pick it up. It's got a Snapdragon 800 chip, a 2.2 GHz quad-core processor, and just everything around it feels very, very slick. I mean, smartphones are already too fast, but this is even faster on top of that. The screen dominates the whole device. I mean, 6.44 inches, you hold it in the hand and it takes up most of your hand. Not as much as you'd think, but it still definitely dominates, and you'd have to be ready to have a bigger device. You'd have to want to do film and want to look at the internet and think, I'm not going to phone people as much as I used to, and probably typing in messages isn't as much of an issue for me. So it's really about media. It's about being a very rich device. It shows off the best of apps, and it's a really interesting device to have in the hand because it's just, like I said, so powerful, and it's so different from everything else we've seen right now. Obviously, with a device with a 6.44 inch screen, it's not going to appeal to a lot of people. I mean, that is too big for most people that are in the mood for a smartphone. I mean, people are seeing the Galaxy S4 and the HTC One and they're thinking those are already too big. Adding another inch to the screen, that's probably a bit much for a lot of people. It's also got issues with the design being quite sharp. In the hand it feels a little bit difficult to hold onto properly. And you've got the fact that Sony's screen technology, while great in terms of what it can do, it's got triluminous and X-Reality, but just held side by side with the likes of Samsung and HTC again, you can see that it's not quite up there in terms of the technology, and Sony really wants to make a big deal of that, so it's interesting to see that dichotomy there.